Most people think dehydration just means feeling thirsty, focus, sleep, mood, and even your skin. For months, I felt constantly tired. Brain fog every afternoon, low motivation, and my skin looked dull no matter what I tried. Then I discovered something shocking. Experts say a huge percentage of people walk around chronically dehydrated every single day. So I decided to test something simple. For the next 30 days, I would drink 2 liters of water every day. No fancy supplements, no extreme diet, just water. Would I finally get more energy and mental clarity, or is the hydration glow-up completely overrated? By day 30, the results honestly surprised me. Before starting, I made one important rule. I wouldn't change anything else in my lifestyle. Same sleep schedule, same food, same work routine. The only difference? Drinking 2 liters of water every single day. So, here's my day 1 baseline. Energy levels? Probably a 4 out of 10. Mental focus? Honestly, terrible after lunch. Skin clarity? Dry and uneven. And I constantly felt tired, even after sleeping.
Here's what's happening inside the body when you're dehydrated. Your brain actually has to work harder to perform basic tasks. Even mild dehydration can affect concentration, memory, and mood. Your kidneys also struggle to balance fluids properly, which can leave you feeling sluggish and exhausted. Basically, water affects almost everything. I thought drinking more water would be easy. It wasn't. The first few days were honestly annoying. I had to use the bathroom constantly, like every 20 minutes. And surprisingly, I actually felt more bloated at first. There were moments where I thought, how are people doing this every day? By day 5, I noticed something else. I was forgetting to drink during busy hours, then trying to catch up at night. Big mistake. That just meant waking up in the middle of the night to use the bathroom again. And here's something nobody talks about. Your body needs time to adapt. For the first week, I didn't feel healthier. If anything, I just felt inconvenienced. But around day 8 or 9, something slowly started changing. Around the second week, I noticed my afternoons felt different. Normally, I would crash around 2 p.m., but now, my energy stayed much more consistent. Not superhuman energy, just steadier. And weirdly enough, I stopped craving snacks as often. I realized that sometimes what I thought was hunger was probably dehydration. Sleep also improved. I started waking up feeling slightly more refreshed instead of exhausted. The biggest game changer was making hydration easier. I bought a simple 1-liter bottle and focused on finishing one before lunch and one after. I also set reminders on my phone. Because honestly, building the habit was harder than drinking the water itself. By day 15, it no longer felt forced. It became automatic. Then came the final stretch. And this is where the experiment became interesting. By day 30, the physical changes were noticeable. My skin looked more hydrated and less dull. Not perfect, but the biggest difference wasn't physical. It was mental. The constant brain fog I used to feel, it wasn't completely gone, but it was noticeably better. Tasks felt easier to focus on. I felt more mentally clear during work. And honestly, I didn't realize how dehydrated I had been until I stopped feeling that way. Now, here's the truth. Drinking water didn't magically fix my entire life. It didn't suddenly make me ultra productive. It didn't solve stress, and it didn't turn me into a completely different person. But it did improve the foundation. More stable energy, better focus, better recovery, better habits. And for something this simple, that's honestly impressive. Not magically flawless, but definitely healthier. My energy levels improved too. I went from feeling exhausted every afternoon to feeling functional throughout most of the day. This experiment taught me something important. Sometimes the biggest improvements come from the simplest habits. Not expensive products, not extreme routines, just consistency. So, was the hydration challenge worth it? For me, yes. Not because it transformed everything overnight, but because it made everyday life feel a little better. Now, I want to hear from you. What's one health challenge or self-improvement experiment you've always wanted to try? Leave it in the comments, and I might turn it into the next video. And if you enjoyed this experiment, subscribe for more real-world challenges, productivity tests, and mindset content. See you in the next one.